Okay, so can we talk about how I just slept? Like, I had 12 kids who no longer live with me and they just went to their daddy house. Cause like, I feel, and I've been feeling in 2024 that I was in survival mode almost 8 out of 12 months. Hey y'all, this is Ari here, aka Flo. What's going on? Happy New Year, okay? It is 2025 and we are trying to not only live and not survive, we are trying to thrive, okay? So let's get into it. The reason why I'm here, I feel like 2024 dragged me through the mud. And and there's a quote in my room that says, basically, it says the only way to change your future is to create it. And so 2025 is going to be about creating it. So 2024, I believe I sowed a lot of seeds, mainly tears, but I sowed them. Okay. Sowed a lot of seeds. As in, I went to a lot of networking events for my small business. For those who do not know, I created my own skincare brand, Glow With Flo. My middle name is Flo, so you glowing with me, okay? And it is a self-care movement skincare brand, right? Been in business since 2021, April 2021. And 2024 was one of those years where it was like, why am I doing this again? So I had to get back to the basics, and I wish that was this year's theme because it just sounds cool, but we've been through the basics already. 2021 to 2025, it's about to be my 4-year anniversary in 4 months. So this year, I'm trying to do something different. You know how we make all these plans and God says, and they say that God laughs at our plans. Well, this time, I was reading the Bible. Give me a second. I'm looking at my notes, y'all, because I actually have to say this one. So it says Proverbs 16:3. If we commit our plans to you, you will establish them and bring them to success. So every plan that I've created, I'm doing something new where I'm literally putting God in the middle of every single thing that I do. And I want to document it because so many people are making so much money on YouTube and so much money just documenting their process. And one, I want to be obedient with my transparency and vulnerability. And two, I also want to get paid for telling my story and for also showing you all if there's a way that if this works, then why not show you all how it's done or what I did to, create the life that I'm deserving of. So this year is going to be all about putting God in the middle of it. This year is going to be reaping the great things that I've sown in 2024. This year is going to be about living my best life, no matter what that looks like. So living my best life before looked like having so much money, I don't know what to do with it, and being able to do whatever I want, go wherever I want and stuff like that. But that also looked like gluttony, eating whatever I wanted. It also looked like lust, like using money as an idol, right? That was 2024. So this time around, I want it to look like living my best life means no matter the circumstance, no matter the position that I'm in, I'm happy. Like God said in the Bible, a peace that surpasses all understanding. But what about a joy that surpasses all understanding? Literally cracking up laughing and having a grand time. And I can't even explain why, because outside external circumstances don't look like, what they're supposed to. And so I'm in a position where I want to change internally. And basically, this is the year to see. This is the year to see like what God is going to do. Because I believe that the seeds that I've sown in 2024, he's going to do something anew and something exceedingly abundantly more than I can ever ask for. or imagine the life that I'm about to live in the next coming weeks, months, days. I wouldn't have been able to imagine it even if I tried. So my grandmother asked me if I had a plan. What's my big plans for 2025? And I said, I don't have any, because God is going to laugh at him anyway, right? But that was coming from a negative perspective. So for the past maybe 24 hours, I believe, I did this yesterday, stayed up till 2-3 a.m. and worked on my master plan. Now, I am just going to basically be breaking certain things down that I will be doing. My plan to live a different life, have a different life, and succeed this time around, because I feel like I've been taking L's after L's after L's, and God doesn't want me to be an L taker. He wants me to succeed. He wants me to be my best self, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially, financially, so that I can also be a full cup to pour into his people. So when people say God is not all about money, and God is, he's not all about money. No, he can provide in many different ways. However, in this season, one of his scriptures said, put me to the test. Of course, it was talking about tithing and stuff, so I don't want that to be misconstrued, but put me to the test. So this season is me putting him to the test based on his word. And so I want to document that series, letting you all know the things that I have done to basically put him to the test, not in a manner of an arrogant manner, testing him because he better do it or else. No, this is a way of reminding him of what he said when it comes to his scripture in the Bible. So I can't wait to walk you guys through this process. I'm really excited because with maybe end of October, so November and beginning of December was a very dark time for me. And I recorded myself in a very dark space, but I wanted to record myself because I knew there was light at the end of the tunnel, right? And because it was so dark for me, I'm using this year as an opportunity to say, let's give it our all. Let's give it our all and let's see. That's just the best way that I could put it. This is what that year looks like. So my plan, as an entrepreneur life is not for the weak. And I believe that God gave me this because I'm the whole strongest warrior thing. I'm kind of tired of being strong here, but we're gonna give it a go, because I've tried the route of having these random different jobs and the warehouse jobs. I actually did warehouse. I've done working at schools, colleges, science academy, math and science academies. I've done again the warehouse jobs. I tried entrepreneurship that first year, but I don't think spiritually grounded enough for that at that moment. But of course, everything happened for a reason, so not knocking that at all. And so this time around, it's like, okay, well, if I can't have a regular job, like, what are you looking for? Like, what do you need? And so it's almost like God downloaded a few things for me during the past 2 months. And so this is going to be the process of me trying to work it out and work through it, because there's literally so much time in the day, and I don't think I've taken advantage of that time. That's 100%. I have not taken advantage of that time. I appreciated the freedom that I had in 2024, but I was not using my money correctly, just spending it because trying to live my best life, right? Going out to eat just because I can. But in that, gained weight. Mental health was jacked, like financially jacked, so this time around I am just in the process of coming up with a plan, being more strategic about the way that I'm spending my time, because when I'm sporadic, my sales are sporadic on my business. And God also downloaded to me that business is not even going to be the main stream of income. So I'm going to be consistent with that business still, because right now it is my money maker. And I'm also going to be consistent with recording and sharing my journey with you all. So, and if I keep looking over here and looking down here, I'm looking at my notes, so excuse me. So my master plan is this. So basically, I want to create a schedule, again, to be more consistent with my posting on social media, with my packing my orders, have set dates, because everything was sporadic. And so my income was sporadic, and I wanted to be more consistent this time around. And like I said before, every plan that I've created, I put Proverbs 16:3. If we commit our plans to you, you will establish them. Period. So all of my plans are yours, God. So I'm doing this. Obviously, he can still laugh at these plans. That will hurt my feelings. He can still laugh at these plans, but like this is me trying. This is me putting in an effort. This is me showing him that like I'm ready, right? I'm surrendering my plans to you. And if they're not in alignment with you, do as you see fit, right? So at this point, I've seen a post on Threads, and she basically wrote down all of these things. When I say it was like 8 things, she said, I do this daily. And she was saying she posts on social media, on Threads, on Facebook, on YouTube, records videos on YouTube for her podcast and things like that. And it was such an extensive list. I was like, ain't no way, right? But after I wrote out my things in my list, I realized the time frame that I needed was like, and it was basics, but the time frame that I needed was like 21 hours. 21 hours is nothing, right? 21 hours is like, if I'm making way more money than what I've made at my 9-to-5 jobs, that's 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. What I just said was 21 hours. 21 hours ended up being 5.25 hours, split between 4 days, because that's how I wanted to do it. Because I originally said on Mondays, because Mondays, but I'm like, no, let's change the trajectory of what Mondays look like. So I changed it in 2 ways. For my business, for Glow With Flo, I changed the trajectory for my newsletter. I wanted to send out more educational things for my business, because if I said self-care movement, skincare brand, self-care movement comes first. And that's what I want to promote first. So I'll be sending out, I already planned, when I say planned, with the help of ChatGPT, of course, but I also, and I'll be talking about that more as well, because I become some type of guru, but I have planned out 52 weeks of content that I'll be sending out. I created a template for my email and what I want my newsletter to look like, and basically filled out that 52 weeks in the format of the template of the email. So now I'm just copy and pasting. And that, again, seeds were sown in 2024. So changing that for Mondays, and then my Mondays, my schedule is going to be 12 p.m. to 5:15, period, right? Because I said 12 p.m. because I'm still trying to go to the gym and work out in the mornings, have enough time to shower and all that. And then 12 to 5:15, that's me, right? And then I get my weekends off, because this is my schedule. I have to stick to a schedule. I'm not a good schedule person. I am not. I can plan things out the wazoo, but having to actually follow that schedule for me is tough. However, I've learned some type of discipline when I did my 40-day fast in November, December. So, and that fast looked like intermittent fasting. So I can only eat between 12 and 8. 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. And then no going out to eat at all. And no sweets, no alcohol. And it was reading the Bible and going to work out 3 to 4 times a week. And I did it with my sister. My sister and I stuck through it the entire way through. So I am super grateful that I had an accountability partner. Because me and her are quick to be like, what we doing? What we eating tonight? Oh, out to eat. Bet. So this time around, it was easier because I had her to do it with me. So great. 1,000% grateful for her in that those 40 days, because it has created a different kind of motivation, a different kind of drive, and a different kind of discipline to sit through a schedule, a routine rather. So yes, my days are Mondays through Thursdays. And so I have days where I'm going to be going to the library, the local library, to get some type of quiet, get some type of focus, because I love the library. So I'm going to be going there. I'm going to be recording some of these videos. I've moved in with my parents, right? So this is actually my dad's office. And so when they are not here, it's quiet. So if I can get the house to myself, then I will be recording these videos. But if I can't, I will be in the car. Okay. The lighting is winter, so the lighting gonna hit regardless. Okay. So I planned that out because the goal is to get it. No matter what, get to it, get it done. Right. So I have picked 2 days where I'm going to be packing and shipping orders as well. Because again, those were sporadic. I didn't have a set schedule for nothing. So my organization is going to be key in this next season, in all aspects of my life. Right. So yeah, so I planned out. So like on Tuesdays, I'm creating products. It like restocking if need be, organizing my warehouse, aka my basement, to keep it in order, because it's been chaotic. And when things are chaotic and look chaotic and disorganized, then your mind is disorganized. So working on that as well. But I did Tuesdays as my winging it day. What needs to be done? And that's gonna be my Tuesdays in a way. Like it's gonna be library from 12 to 3 or whatever, maybe. And in the library, I'm going to be sending out SMS and email marketing for the week for my business. I'm going to be scheduling social media posts and planning and thinking about what I'm going to be doing for my reels on Instagram. So that's a part of that plan. I'm also trying to do something different where there was a woman, I have to find her. There was a woman on Threads who said that she has found someone who has 17 maybe Etsy shops. And that hit me different because I've always wanted to have multiple shops. But I was like thinking about the logistics, the legalities, I guess, of it, of do I need a DBA, doing business ads? Do I need more LLCs? I'm like what do I have to do about that? And so she basically started these businesses, but they align with what she's already doing, stationery stuff, wedding stationaries, for like wedding invitations and things like that. And then some of them are birthday invitations. So she has gotten to, or a niche, and broken her things down, to her stores down into that, and gave them different names, gave them different aesthetics. And so I'm thinking of doing that with print on demand, because I have some designs in my mind that I want to present in, to the world. So I just want to figure out what that looks like. So again, I'll be documenting the process here. And yeah, so I'm just in a space where just try it. Because the goal for me, the ultimate goal for me, is obviously to be debt free. I got some student loans, credit card debt, because of 2024, end of 2024 alone, to be honest. But for this credit card debt, student loans been a thing. But my thing with the student loans is more so putting God to the test again, because 2018, I had a feeling God told me that he was going to pay it full, right? And I'm like, okay, so at that moment I started brainstorming. There are so many wealthy people who need tax write-offs. Why not choose me, right? So I'm like $76,000 in debt for my student loans. So I'm like 75, 76, that's not bad. I'm like, people pay that for jewelry, diamond rings and necklaces and stuff. I'm like, why can't you just drop that on somebody's student loans and pay it off, right? So this is me putting God to the test. And this year I'm going to formulate those emails and set those up for, you know, I'm either going to do that or ask someone to give me a grant for my business so that I can try and flip it, right? I don't know how I want to play it off yet, because I'm trying to see what wealthy people would rather do with their money, would rather invest in. Like, what would they rather invest in? So if anyone knows watching this video, let me know. Give me some tea. I need it, okay? And I'm gonna talk about this briefly. But basically, I said it earlier, but putting God to the test looks like reminding him of what he said in the Bible, the scriptures that he said, the words he said, right? And so I was reading a book by Joel Osteen, and it was a couple who couldn't get pregnant. And so they wrote out a God, you said, page, worksheet, whatever, and basically remind him of what you said as far as like, God, you said that we will multiply and be fruitful and things like that. And then they ended up getting pregnant. So I was like, okay, well, let me try this with my finances. I did this in 2020, January 13th, 2020. And I sat my parents and my siblings down and I said, hey, we need to read this and go through it. So we all sat at the table, went around in a circle and repeated them, like read them out. Like, I'm talking a whole lot of stuff, right? And it's basically reminding God of what he said and showing him that we are ready and we are surrendering and we are preparing the table for you, because you said this and we're just waiting on you to, you know, to do it as you see fit in your will, right? And so I have been doing a lot of reading, finished reading the Bible from February to December, maybe like 8th or something like that. So read the Bible in less than a year. So excited and happy that I did that, because that was a level of discipline that I didn't even know I had. But with that, of course, came mental and spiritual torment that I've never experienced in my life. So I know the journey that I'm going to be on is going to bring in more things, but I'm also knowing that I'm more equipped this time around to handle those things, spiritual warfare, those dreams, you know, and things like that. So, and watching a YouTube video, a sermon by Pastor Mike Jr. Not Mike Ty, but Jr., Mike Jr. And he said that this is going to be a thrive year. So I'm thriving in 2025 or whatever. And so in one of his sermons, he said, according to John 15:7, he said, if I abide in him and he abides in me, I can ask him for whatever I want and it will be granted. So he said, whenever you speak on things, say, according to John 15:7, like, this is what I want. And so I wrote down a list talking about supernatural multiply when it comes to my finances and finding a way to get me moved out, you know, my home fully loaded, paid in full, whatever. And clear direction for my next steps and things like that. So my thing, what I want to leave with you is, no matter what this looks like, because this is about to be one hell of a ride, I must say, we're going to see that's really what this is. It's a trial and error. Like, there are people in this world who said, no, I have to make it. There are people in this world saying, I hope I make it. And there are people in this world saying, hell no, I'm not. So there's that. But I was in the, I know I'm going to make it. But that was, I really hope so. So there was doubt. There was fear, right? Normal things. So this time around, it's almost like a fire. Like, I have nothing to lose. I have everything to lose. Let me be specific. Okay. Cause don't joke me, Lord. Don't joke me. Okay. Don't please. I mean, I'll take the 2 times too, but, but I have nothing to lose when it comes to having so much fire and having so much faith that God is going to do everything and more that he said he would do. When it comes to my relationships, familial, dating, when it comes to my finances, when it comes to my mental health, God has already done a number on me in a positive way. And I can't wait to share those details, because the last video that I posted, I would like to give an update on that. And so I will be uploading that as well. So yeah, that's what this journey is going to be about. I'm so excited. And bit by bit, I'll be telling you all like what I'm going to be doing. So this is just like an intro. It's like a, hey y'all, I'm back. Here for the long run this time. And yeah, like, stay tuned. You know, I'm excited. Happy 2025 again. And just expect great things, because great things, it's only up from here. Great things can only happen from here. Like, and when those moments do happen that are like questionable, that don't bring great feelings, still have that faith and be unshakable, unmovable, and say, God is going to work this out because he said he would. So we're gonna go on this journey, and I'm excited. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you watching this, because everybody attached to my name, everybody attached to my family's name, in my lineage, we are about to be so blessed. We are about to be so blessed. They say when 2 or 3 are gathered, but how about millions are gathered? Because it's under the sound of my voice, under the sound of my tone, because there is so much confidence that I have in this. I'm telling you, I can't wait. I'm excited for what's next. Let's do something completely different. Let's make this year count and make it worth it. This is not a New Year's resolution. This is real life. So stay tuned, y'all. I love y'all, man. Bye.